government money is free, why did we pay 354 billion for energy discounts last year? Because nothing the state gives is ever truly free. It's either your taxes today, our debt tomorrow, or the quiet erosion of our savings in the future.
Oh, no.
Welcome back to the People's Perspective, where we unpacked what matters decoded for people who actually think. Tonight, we trace the hidden cost behind government generosity, how substitute stimulus payments and free programs are financed, and why those costs so often disappeared from public debate. And because it's not all that heavy, stay with me till the end for the happy news of the week. It is a remarkable discovery by archaeologists that may rewrite part of Europe's early history. Governments love to play Santa Claus. Energy crisis, they cap prices, as if inflation didn't exist. Pandemic, they send checks left and right. Economic slowdown, they launch every kind of support package. The gestures look generous, even heroic, yet every one of them draws from the same pocket. Ours. There are only three ways for a state to spend money. It can tax you, borrow from you, or quietly dilute what you earn and save. Taxes hit now, debt postpones the pain but adds interest, and inflation is the invisible tax that visits every supermarket shelf. During the energy crisis, European governments rushed to protect households from soaring gas and electricity prices. Without debating the root causes of those increases, they decided to give us something to ease the pain. The result was unprecedented. Subsidies rose from 230 billion in 2021 to 397 billion in 2022, easing only slightly to 354 billion in 2023. About 2% of the entire EU economy. The intention was undeniable. No one wanted families struggling through winter or factories shutting down. But in practice, the tax base was paying to make energy appear cheaper, often for everyone from rich and poor alike. Across the Atlantic, the United States tried its own version of help. Between 2020 and 2021, Washington mailed 3 rounds of direct payments, $1,200, $600, and $1,400 to almost 165 million people. In total, 931 billion, the largest cash transfer in American history. The program kept consumption alive during the lockdowns, and for many families it was a lifeline. But the financing came almost entirely through borrowing, adding hundreds of billions to the federal deficit. The immediate comfort was bought with future taxes and long-term inflation pressure. If something feels free today, it usually means someone else or your future self is footing the bill. Switzerland is often seen as a country of quiet efficiency, but its discipline isn't automatic. In 1930, during the Great Depression, Swiss voters chose to protect the national budget as far as possible. Then, in 2001, citizens approved what's called the debt brake, a rule that forbids the federal government from creating new debt except in emergencies. Spending must balance revenue over the economic cycle, and deficits must be offset in later years. The idea came from the Federal Department of Finances and was approved directly by citizens through referendum. It's one of few systems where voters have a direct say on spending decisions. Look at the fighter jet example. Nearly 2 decades later, the Swiss government proposed buying new aircraft and put the question to a public vote. Do Do you want to approve the program for up to 6 billion francs? The results 50.1% said yes. A decision by a single percentage point, but one made consciously, with the price tag visible. That's the opposite of fiscal illusion. When people confront the real numbers, they choose carefully. There is no fantasy or free or government money appearing from nowhere. Every franc spent is a franc debated, voted on, and owned collectively. Most countries don't offer that clarity. Debt is issued quietly, future taxpayers inherit it, and inflation dissolve it. People see benefits arriving now, but not the balance sheet behind them. And that's what economists call fiscal illusion. The comforting idea that government money somehow comes from somewhere else. The cure for that is transparency. When we see the bill, we behave like the owners instead of customers. If you would like to reach the Swiss level of quality of life, please stop letting politicians sell you your own wallet. When a government announces a new program, demand the full information. Not just how much it costs, but who pays, when, and how. Ask, is there a simple way to fix it? Support temporary target assistance rather than permanent blanket programs. Short-term relief can stabilize societies. Permanent programs can quietly drain them. Lastly, insist on transparency. Public dashboards, accessible budget, and where possible direct votes on major expenditures. Switzerland offers an example. When the country debated new aircraft, citizens face a single, clear ballot question. You may disagree with purchase, but at least the people themselves signed the check. Next week, we will talk about Agenda 2030, single UN framework that become the quiet backbone of national budget, academic programs, and social campaigns, and how it's shaping your daily life, even if you never heard of it. So see you next week. A groundbreaking discovery of Turkey's Aegean coast is rewriting the story of how humans first reached Europe. Archaeologists found over 100 stone tools beneath what is now the sea near Ayvalik, the first evidence of ancient human activity in the region. During the Ice Age, sea levels dropped around 100 meters, revealing land that once connected Turkey to Europe. That means early humans may have walked across what's now underwater, using this hidden land bridge to explore new worlds. As one researcher said, it feels like we are adding a whole new page to the story of human evolution. This is a reminder that even as governments argue over borders, science keeps uncovering how deeply connected we've always been. If this helped you to see public money in a new light, share it. That's how your taxes decrease. New episodes every Sunday evening Zurich time. Until then, stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, knowledge is the key.